Hello, I will be doing my CDA Professional Portfolio on video. Let's get started. So here is my CDA Professional Portfolio worksheet. I wrote my name up here and signed down below here, and I checked mark every area that I incorporated in my portfolio. And here's tab A, and this is my summary of my CDA education. I put my name up here and signed below here, and I initial every subject area it told me to. And in the back of this sheet, I incorporated transcripts and certificates that is necessary for me whenever I wanted to apply for a CDA. So here is my high school diploma, and then here is my transcript for high school, and then for college. And then this is a letter from my director verifying how many hours I've worked at Small Wonders with preschool children. Here is tab B, and this is my family questionnaires tab. So this is my summary sheet for the family questionnaires, and overall I distributed 5, and then I collected 4. And then I listed here my areas of strength and areas of professional growth. And I included all the questionnaires I collected, and it's behind this sheet. That's why it's pretty thick. And here is tab C, and this is my reflective dialogue worksheet. And I incorporated the areas of professional strength and areas of professional growth. And then I listed it in my tabs here for family questionnaires and for candidate self-reflection. And then you see behind here I included the goals that I've listed, and then I listed the steps I could take to reach these goals. And then I signed right here and put my name up here. So here is tab D, excuse me. This is resource collection 1-1, and this is my certificate of completion for CPR. And then resource collection 2 consists of my menu I've created. And then resource collection 1-3 is my sample lesson plan I would use in a classroom. So this is for preschool, and I incorporated small group, large group, outdoor activities, and then a literacy book activity. And then I incorporated like the goals I want for the children, and then the planned learning experiences, and then accommodations for children with special needs that can be incorporated into classroom activities because it's important to be inclusive when teaching all children. And so here is competency statement 1, and this is to establish and maintain a safe, healthy learning environment. And then I just wrote according to what I had for the resource collections for this tab and how I would keep the environment safe and healthy for all children. And I included CS1A, CS1B, and CS1C. And here is tab E, and this is resource collection 2, and this is the 9 learning experiences I've incorporated in this resource collection. And I incorporated science and a sensory activity, a language and literacy, creative arts, fine motor, gross motor, self-concept, emotional skills and regulation, and then social skills, and then mathematics. So they're all my 9 learning experiences that I've incorporated in here. And then competency statement 2 is to advance physical and intellectual competence. And this is based on the 9 activities I have incorporated. And then I wrote paragraph for each section here for CS2A and CS2B, and CS2C and CS2D. Now going to tab F, and this is resource collection 3, and this is the 10 books I had to write about, and I had to represent a different theme. So I incorporated like short summaries on each 10 of these books. And I incorporated books such as I Like Myself, Players in Pigtails, It's Okay to Be Different, Pink is for Boys, Don't Call Me Special, Two Homes, Families, 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 The Family Book, A Family is a Family is a Family, and then The Invisible String. So there are my 10 books and summaries I incorporated in this resource collection. And then competency statement 3, this is to support social and emotional development and to provide positive guidance. And here I wrote paragraphs for each section, so for CS3A and CS3B. And then here we're going to go to tab G. This is resource collection 4, and this is a family resource guide, so I incorporated like a resource for family counseling and translation service for non-English languages, and then agencies for children with special needs, and then websites for understanding how young children develop and learn, and then I included like article links, in which I'm going to show you here in a minute. So there are all my resources I would share to families, and this is the counseling one. I incorporated a pamphlet so families can understand the contact information, where they can get information at all over Michigan, and the hours of operation they have for each office. And then this is for non-English families. This is for like if they need assistance with a secondary language, they can go here. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the website for this one, but I did get information on where they can go to get service, like the address, contact information. And here is the deaf and hard hearing services. It's another one for children who or families who have a hard time hearing. And here I included the map of Michigan because they had it on their website where they can get information at and where they can contact their offices. Here is the West Shore ESD, which it's a familiar one. This is a service for special needs, and I incorporated like information families can use, especially with COVID-19. They can use these resources. And here is 5CAP. This is another familiar one that's around my county. Families who struggle with income and they need access for their children to get into Head Start, they can contact 5CAP. And they got a lot of great resources, and they got their contact information so they can talk to them. And here are the articles. Here's one. This is the ways to encourage social and emotional development. And this is from Help Me Grow website. And then this is a NAEYC one. And this is for positive guidance. So here is the article for that. And then there's another article that's with cognitive development. And this is from healthychildren.org. So there's all the resources I would share with families. And this is competency statement 4. And this is to establish positive and productive relationships with families. And I described in each section how my practices meet this standard. And this is CS4A and CS4B, CS4C. And this one was based on the family questionnaires I did with families. And here is tab H. And this is resource collection 5. And this is the forms that I would use. So here is the accident form. And this is the emergency form. And then this is the completed tool form I've used at Small Wonders. And I didn't include the child's name, so I just filled out the information, and I did practice, and it was a good experience. This is a good way to track children's development. And here I didn't incorporate the child's name here. I blocked it off. So there's my completed tool form I would use if I was a teacher. Competency Statement 5, this is to ensure a well-run, purposeful program that is responsive to participants' needs. And I did a beginning paragraph, and then I did CS 5A, and that was based on the developmental sheet I did with a child and how it's important. Here's tab I, and this is resource collection 6.1, and then this is the LARA regulations, or any kind of regulations that would be useful in an early childhood program. And this is a sample regulations for child care centers. Here, we got them here. And then this is sample of regulations for family child care homes. And all of these are based from LARA, which is a regulations website that most early childhood programs use. And then here's resource collection 6.2, and then this is the list of 2 early childhood associations, and I incorporated the websites and the summaries about them. I incorporated National Association for the Education of Young Children and Child Care Aware of America. And then this is resource collection 6.3, and this is I had to include our state's agency and their guidelines into reporting child abuse and neglect. And then I incorporated the mandatory reporting guidelines for people who suspect abuse or neglect. And this is what I put down for my summary. Competency Statement 6, and this is to maintain a commitment to professionalism. And I incorporated in my first paragraph about how I would meet this standard. And I incorporated the NAEYC Code of Ethical Conduct because that's important to include in this competency statement. And then I did CS6A. I wrote a paragraph based on this idea, and then CS6B. So there is my competency statement 6. And then last but not least, we're going to tab J, and this is my professional philosophy statement. And this is based on the beliefs and ideas of what an early childhood professional should be and what their job is to help children, families, colleagues, and the community. And you see here, I kind of did it a little long, but this is my professional philosophy statement. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed my my portfolio. Thanks for watching, and thank you for hosting this class. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.